First Violins, how are you today? Miss Verado here. Today we're going to be making a practice track on Velocity by Brian Balmages. A few things for you to consider during this piece is you have a lot of what seems to be repeated rhythms, but then all of a sudden they kind of switch it up on you. So my suggestion to you is to really make sure you're paying attention to where you are in the piece, because it seems like it repeats itself sometimes, but it doesn't always. There are some sections where you have divisi and then other sections where you have non-divisi. So make sure you know the difference between the two. If you look at measure 5 and 6, that is divisi, so outside, inside players. You have the same thing also at 57 and 58. But then if you look at measure 59, that is non-divisi, so play both of those at the same time. For this particular recording, I am going to be playing the top notes in the divisi section, and I'm not going to do an extra thing at the end because it's a repeated note the entire time. So just so you know, I am playing the top notes because they do change. The other thing I suggest to you is to really make sure that you're following the dynamics in this piece. That's going to make it really exciting, especially when you get to a spot like at 45 where you have a forte for the first beat and then immediately after you have to go down to a piano. Make sure your audience can hear the difference between those two. It's going to make it much more fun. I know in your music it says to go 144 beats per minute, but we're actually only going to go 130 beats per minute because the last time I saw you, that's about how fast we got. So just so you know that when you're adjusting your metronome. If you do not have a metronome at home, go into Google, type in online metronome, a slidey bar is going to show up, adjust the slidey bar to 130 beats per minute, and you have a metronome. I hope this helps you, First Violins. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. First Violins, I hope this helped you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.